Are we live?
Wow.
Oh, we're live. We're live on YouTube, guys. How's it going? We got episode 63, could be 64 of the Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. This week, we got a different lineup than what you guys are used to seeing. We got my little bro and my big sis. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
What do you What do you want us to say?
I don't know. Just
We know you or what?
sure. Without doxing, of course.
Well, we're friends with Alex Voot in high school and Big Nathan for
Maybe
you.
why you get the title of big sis / little bro.
What'd you say?
What? Sorry, I'm lagging.
We're friends from college, not high school.
Yeah.
I'd like to make
Yeah.
that clear. And
Acquaintances in high school.
Yeah. Enemies to friends.
Yep.
The road you guys have come on.
I know.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly. But yeah, we're just a good group of pals, and we're here to talk the Rehearsal Season 2. But before we get into that, just what have you guys been up to? I know we saw you guys in Cabo. How's life been?
Cabo. Oh, you mean
Yeah. You guys are not strangers to this pod.
No, we're repeating guests. Sheesh.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Happy winners. So can't forget about that either.
Some people are mad that we're sharing the Pappy Award.
Grant.
Some people.
We also thought that he would be on this episode.
Embarrassing.
Can't be on if you don't frequent the Nathan
Nope.
for You /
Nope.
the Rehearsal series. So
Mm-hmm. I'm great since Cabo. I wish we were back in Cabo right now.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
It would be.
it's a little hot outside here.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I heard it's like 85 there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Very warm.
Yeah. It's a little warm.
Warmer than here.
Yep. But yeah, let's get into it. We're halfway through the Rehearsal Season 2, and I feel like this season has been way crazier than last season. What do you guys think?
Is it only halfway?
Yeah.
I think we're 5 episodes in.
Wasn't season 1 only like 6?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope there's
Wow,
a lot more show left.
Capper. I think there's only 2 more.
Okay, this is our 3/4 season review.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's set for sure or like confirmed, but I don't think there's going to be 10 episodes.
No.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I think it just seems like there's just not really a direction. I mean, there is, but like the last season after episode 2, it was kind of like, okay, he wants to rehearse being a dad, but this is just like all over the place. And most episodes, you forget that you're watching the same, like what the show is even about and what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a central presence of just the airport safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
The airplane safety, and he's kind of going on a lot of tangents.
Yeah.
What do you guys, Sid, what do you think have been the craziest tangents or your favorite tangents that he's got on so far?
Honestly, I really liked this week's episode with Colin.
Yeah.
He was funny. I liked when he asked everyone if they like thought he was cute, and like the few people were like hesitant to raise their hands and say that they thought he was cute. But I love that. Obviously, the woman talking about Einstein being sexy, that was a highlight.
Yeah. The wet dream part about Einstein, but the wet dreams while she's awake. That has that ever happened to you guys?
It's like, yeah, that's totally a dream. Yeah, that's how that works.
I also liked how it was like 2 like blondes in their 20s, and then
Yeah, and then her.
Old lady.
right there, it was like And then when he's talking to what was the girl's name that he ended up going on a date with?
I don't
forget.
even remember,
Yeah.
but yeah,
When
how
he
she
was
interjects.
talking to her, and then she just came up and interrupted and said, "Hey, you kind of remind me of Einstein. Sexual presence to you." It's like, oh my god.
I couldn't tell if she was trolling or not just because she was on TV, you know? Like,
I feel
what?
like she was dead ass.
Yeah, and that's the scariest part.
Also, I wonder how old she is. Like, how old do you think she is?
I would guess 40s.
Maybe? Yeah, late 40s, 50s. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Also, she's an actor, right? Or actress, I mean.
Yeah, they all were,
She was-
right?
Yeah, well, which I found even more funny. Like, she doesn't seem like she would be.
Yeah.
Anyone
know-
can be an actor.
Yeah. I know Kenny said, you know, before Holton and I watched that it was a little more tamed, but I feel like this one was not as tamed as, you know, this was still a wild episode, and if this is tame, that's crazy for Nathan.
It was just crazy in a different way than episode
Like,
3.
when brought the significant others to watch their significant others make out with people, and like,
Yeah. Him
and also
letting the intimacy coordinator telling them to go as far as you guys feel comfortable with.
Did you see the tweet that was like Honora not having an intimacy coordinator, but the rehearsal does? That's crazy.
That is insane.
when it would show them like making out, and then it would just pan over to Nathan staring at them.
Standing like 10 feet away.
Yeah,
What
that
would-
was crazy.
What would your significant others do / feel if they were the ones watching you in that scene? I feel like that would not be chill for most people.
I don't think Kenny would allow me to be an actor.
It's just
Yeah.
acting.
You
It's
what?
just acting, though, you know.
Like,
You just-
like the one guy said, he's like, "Oh, I just feel proud of her. Look at what she's doing."
Yeah, he was really, the boyfriend was gassing her up. Get you a man's like that. But yeah, this episode I thought was pretty crazy, just, you know, from following Colin around with the pack.
Yeah, I
doing
love.
I love the amount of people he chose to
Yeah.
have. Like 4 would have been fine. Even like
Yeah.
3, like 5, but no,
You
there's
got
like
a whole
10.
squad of 10 to 15 people just echoing what he says.
When they first introduced it, and he's like, "This is why I asked you what you're wearing today," and it pans to cuts to them, and they're all wearing these like wrinkly gray shirts. Like, date, but I feel like that would make me more like anxious having 15 people behind me.
Like
Yeah.
they have to wear the same thing. Like that has anything to do with it. It's just really funny. And the fact that they were also like doing exactly what he was doing. I'm like, that's not how packs work. Like wolves, like they're just together. They're not doing the same action at the same time. So
The part where he was putting his stuff through the security thing, and they're all like leaning in, like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. So
as
good.
far as test subjects go, where do you think Colin ranks amongst the test subjects of this season and of the rehearsal in general?
this season I feel like he's number 1.
I feel like they started off strong with Moody.
Yeah. But he wasn't like,
He was
I think
good.
with Nathan, it's way better when they're like weird and like dumb. You know? Where like I feel like Moody was like pretty regular in terms of Nathan's standards.
That's true. That's true.
Moody was a little down bad with his girlfriend. I kind of felt bad.
I did too. That's so sad. But I think they broke up. So
I would
That's
hope
for the
that you would.
When he said, "Yeah, we haven't seen each other since January or 2 months," it's like, what?
Yeah, the fact that she was hanging out with customers and they were buying her flowers and gifts, that's we call that a red flag in the industry.
The industry. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the season 1 people. other than Angela.
We had, I think my favorite was the first episode guy, the trivia guy.
His name, it was like something weird. Core? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of Colin.
Do you guys think that was Colin's first kiss?
I mean, it sure looked like it because he just kissed her on the cheek and then she was like,
yeah, even with the free pass, even can I kiss you, and the whole prompt and everything, and he still couldn't just get after it.
When they were standing in the parking lot after the like mini golf and he like looks up at the sky.
Is that your ride?
Nervous.
Yeah,
he's nervous.
Like, this is tough to watch right now.
Yeah, but in a way, it's like he's so wholesome and so innocent that you just feel for the guy, and you want the guy to do well. We have two people on like complete opposite spectrums. We got Colin, who can't get a message back from women, and then we have the other pilot who's been banned from every dating app. With no explanation, I guess.
No explanation. It's a mystery.
Other than maybe it was because he put no T-girls.
No tea. Oh my god! I forgot about
that. That's insane.
Yeah. Must have had a bad experience.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely up there.
Yeah. I hope that we haven't seen the last of like all these characters. I hope they kind of come back all together at the end in some way, shape, or form, because I'm just still confused of where this season is getting at. Because I think in the advertisements before this came out, wasn't he in court with Bernie Sanders?
Well, did you not watch the end of this last episode?
But I thought that was like a mock, because I swore Bernie Sanders was in the commercials for the rehearsal season.
But it was a mock because they're preparing
for the real thing.
I'm very excited to see where that lands.
With that, but I don't know what exactly. Like, I feel like it's going to be similar to when what was the Nathan For You episode where, the Best Buy, the TV thing, where he like did a mock trial of like Best Buy suing them. And it was like, and he's asking these questions to these people, and they're like, because they're supposed to be his defendant, and, like asking the most absurd questions, and they're like, "Do you actually want me to answer that?" And like, it was just like, I don't know. Alex,
it seems so.
Oh my, the host.
You wanted one of us to step in.
Yeah. Well,
am I lagging for you guys?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Are you good now?
We're just. I think we might be down bad this episode.
It's going well.
It's not lagging anymore.
It's okay, I think.
It's not a good Wi-Fi?
I've never had issues with it before, but there's a first for everything. Am I better now?
Okay, now. Yeah.
It's
I completely missed what you were saying, Holden.
I was saying when we were in the Best Buy Nathan For You episode where he realizes, I think it was Best Buy, right, that was gonna maybe end up suing him, and so he held like a mock trial with like the people that he hired to get the TVs.
Remember when they did the undercover like shopping?
Yeah. I don't remember the suing part, but very much could be.
I think it'll probably be similar to that, where he'll be asking like crazy questions to pilots and like.
Yeah, I hope other people take the stand like Moody and then the band guy to give their experiences with Nathan. But yeah, that's the great thing about Nathan, is that you just never know where he's going.
So true. This season has really taken a lot of twists and turns, more than season 1 for sure.
Yeah, like even last episode with just the whole Sully tangent. I feel like that may be the craziest rehearsal episode to date.
Yeah, that was. I mean, when he.
I thought they were putting him in the makeup chair to be like Sully, like the older Sully, like the plain Sully, the flying Sully,
Yeah.
not a baby version with,
Really?
breast.
When he walked out and they built everything at like 20 feet, he climbed into. And then breastfeeding.
And then the whole diaper changing and everything, and he's
The fact that he like hired an actress that was like his age to play the sister, like when they were young, but then like put I don't even know what it was on her face, but it was very scary.
It's gonna be us for Halloween. Holt, do you want to be the sister?
I don't know. It was, and then the whole Evanescence thing was.
I forgot about that.
What do you come up with that?
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, that. Do you guys
Breaking up? You're breaking up.
think that he writes this stuff on his own and comes up with it on his?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm back. Yeah,
I do think he does.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess he has a team probably, but he's probably the one that comes up with all the ideas.
Yeah, it's just so wild to me. What is your guys' favorite episode so far, Ben? This season, and then can we get a rating out of 10 at the 3/4 season review?
I don't know. The whole Wings of voice.
Do you
Yeah,
think
that
it
was-
bad for any of the contestants?
Like, that's just getting funnier now with the stuff coming
Yeah.
out about people saying, like, I didn't want to be made fun of, like, all of that stuff. Which I was saying to Kenny, I was like, are they really being made fun of? Like, I don't think so. Like, it's not the sole purpose of the show and the season, but they're not like a joke. I wouldn't say.
No, like they were just kind of used.
Yeah. But she's like, I didn't want to be a lab rat. I'm like, I don't think you were a lab rat. And like, you chose to do that on your own. So
I saw someone say, like, how is this different than any other reality TV show?
Exactly.
That's the
It's
price
You're
you
going to
pay.
get used no matter what if you're doing reality TV. So
yeah.
you shouldn't be upset about it.
What was the song that they were all singing in the last episode?
Like the Star Spangled.
The start, yeah.
Wasn't it Amazing Grace?
Yeah. Oh yeah. For the actual performance.
Yeah,
I thought it
With
was
the different
so.
groups.
I thought it was hilarious when the credits started rolling and it was just their music.
Yeah.
like.
Oh my gosh! And that's such a good that they all had to sing royalty-free music. Wouldn't you? Whoa.
Should raise some red flags,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Like, because remember when we watched, we were all wondering why so many of them sang the Star Spangled Banner. Well,
Mm-hmm. It all's adding up. It's
Yeah.
all adding up. I think the last episode was my favorite so far.
yeah.
Yeah, from a social experiment standpoint,
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
The one before, the breast milk, the baby of it all, that was a little too much for me.
That was just a wild name.
Personally.
I cackled when I saw him getting breastfed.
The Wings of Voice though episode having the Paramount part in it, I think it's, like even with me for that. Like where it's
the questionable business ethics.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, that
brought it
Paramount
up again.
Plus episode was also kind of crazy.
It was really funny. They've all been really good.
And the end of the singing competition where he pulls out the 6 and then flips it to a 9. That was just such a good joke. So perfect.
Yeah. Oh.
What about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I think my favorite episode from a social experiment part has probably been the Colin episode, because it's just like that reminds me of Nathan For You, where he just kind of trolls somebody, but like not in like a meanful way, like in a nice positive way.
Yeah, it was Nathan For You, like where it was like it was almost like he was being a matchmaker, and like,
Yeah. It was Nathan's
like when he was talking to both of them on the side, like, and
ethically, I can't tell you to pursue him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that everything's been great this season. I think I like this season more than season 1.
Same, I think. I think it's definitely funnier.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like season 1 was almost like sadder because it was like more real.
Yeah.
Like this is obviously real too, but in a more humorous way. And I feel like the tangents that they're taking are funnier. Like we said
Yeah.
before, like season 1 was just them in the house, like living.
Yeah.
although
Because the tangents in season 1 didn't like tie everything together. Like the bar trivia didn't tie anything together, and like the guy that had the conversation at Kane's, I don't know if you guys remember that episode. Like that had nothing to do with the rest of the
I
season.
don't know if I do.
when he faked a treasure hunt,
Yeah,
the morality of the guy.
yeah.
But I think the first episode of season 1 is like one of the best that he's
That is top tier. Just
When
because
he's-
it's never been done, or like you've never seen anything like that before.
when he's walking around giving the guy all of the trivia answers. I just like
The fact that they're reusing that bar in this season to let all the pilots hang out is hilarious, in my opinion.
Iconic. You gotta get your money's worth.
yeah.
Exactly.
And he had a watch party there. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, right?
Well, yeah, Emma Stone was there, I think.
Yeah. And Coy or Core, whatever his name is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like host. They must have done trivia or something.
I love that there was the curse shout out in this last episode with him not feeling any emotions for Emma Stone.
The actress who played my wife.
Yeah. Like it wasn't Emma Stone, like
No.
one of the top actresses in Hollywood right now.
That was funny.
Yeah, but so far I think I would give this season a solid like 8.5 to 9.5 in that range. Like it's checking all the boxes for me, for Nathan. What do you guys
agree.
think?
Yeah, I think it's probably around that. I just think it's just crazy. There's no other show like this. I don't even know. Like, if someone were to ask you, how do you even explain it? Like,
Yeah.
You would just have to watch it.
say like he's rehearsing things or whatever, but it's like there's no straight plot line. I don't know.
It is one of a kind.
It makes me wonder, like, how many seasons can he do this for? Because, like, it's not like these ideas are super easy to come by. Like, it probably took him 2 or 3 years to just develop this idea for this season. So I feel like this is not something that we're going to be seeing yearly, for sure.
Yeah. When did the first season come out? Like 2 years ago?
2022.
Okay.
Oh,
July.
3 years. Jeez. It's been a while.
But I also, like, I feel like it's a massive success right now. Like, everyone's kind of talking about it, not just, like, Nathan Fielder fans. Like, so I feel like they're probably going to do another season of it.
Would you guys consider Nathan to be a comedian?
Of course.
Yes.
What else is he?
What do you
I don't know, like a a social experiment guy. I don't know.
I would consider him acoustic.
Oh man.
But no, he's a comedian. He is the comedian. I feel like Colton said, like there's no other show like this. Like no one does stuff like he does.
And even like Elise and I have been watching Nathan For You because she's never seen it. And it's sort of like the rehearsal where it's just like you forget what the point of his too. Like he just goes off on these like random things and then it brings it back and he's like, well, I helped you out. And it's like, okay, but you also like took me on all this like giant excursion and stuff. And
I guess do you think Nathan's name in Hollywood as a comedian is like ranking at the top right now? Like, is he with the greats of like the big name guys like Chappelle and Theo Von and all those guys?
Case.
He's not like, he doesn't do stand up, so I don't know if you can really.
Yeah. Is he carving out his own lane?
Yeah.
I feel like he has already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Anybody can recreate this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can try your hardest, but I don't think you're gonna be able to, because that's the other thing about Nathan For You is like a lot of the ideas I feel like are actually good. Like, they're ridiculous, but like in the end, I think they're not like horrible. Like, they're
entertaining. I'll give him that.
I mean, like, he opens the Nathan For You with poo flavored frozen yogurt. That's his first idea.
They went to Canada's top business school, Holton. Those ideas have been brewing up here.
And got good grades.
Exactly. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He is one smart cookie. So, but I guess Rehearsal 3/4 season review. We're all giving it 2 thumbs up. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Definitely.
Everyone should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excited to do
if
the
they haven't already.
finale.
You should watch season 1 before season 2, or do you think you can just? I feel like
I think there's standalone seasons that you can just jump right in. Like, obviously, if you watch season 1, you get a lot more out of it in like his old projects because he does reference those things, but you don't need it to get through the show.
That's true. I feel like you should, though, just because it's short and it's like crazy to see that evolution from season 1 to season 2, like how different they are, but the same.
Yeah.
I think you should watch both.
Well, and I think it gives you a better, like, I think it makes it funnier because you just kind of pick up on his quirks and like his, I don't know, just what he does makes it funnier just because like you can kind of almost see what's coming a little bit, like when he says something and you're like, oh no, like
Oh, no.
but
I guess on that note, how would you guys rank Nathan Fielder's projects going from Nathan For You, The Rehearsal season 1, The Curse, and now season 2?
Well, The Curse is dead last and by a wide margin.
Damn. Somebody's not a fan of Emma Stone.
It's like so different. It's hard to even say.
Yeah, I guess it's probably in a different category. Like, I thought it was fine, but it was like, I don't know.
Like, because Holden, you haven't finished, but Sid, you finished, right?
The Curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched the finale with Mr. Fielder himself.
Oh yes, I forgot about
My little thing is right here from when we went.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Monday, January 8th.
So now that you watched it with other people, with Nathan, what did you think of that end? That ending was kind of crazy, right?
The ending was insane. I was like, what is happening right now?
Because Holden hasn't seen it yet, but Holden, do you care if we talk about the
No, because I don't think I'm going to get Showtime, so might as well. I think I watched like 6 episodes and then you got rid of Showtime. And I was like,
come on, boo. How many episodes were there?
Bored with it. It's just kind of getting boring.
But the finale is insane. It's 10 episodes.
He flies away. He legitimately goes into space and flies away. with like no jetpack or anything. Like, his body just starts like he has no gravity and he just goes into space.
Is it because of the curse? Like, what?
I don't know.
You don't explain it? That's just the end?
That's the end. And I remember watching that, like, what the hell did we just watch 10 episodes of this for?
That was the other thing. I think I like, you took it away, or like you stopped. Because didn't you only pay for it for like a month, right?
We had it for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So I think it's your fault that you
should have locked in, Holden.
And you were like, the ending was insane, but like it just, like you said, you were like, I don't know why I really wasted my time watching that.
Yeah. Did Nathan explain that with Benny Safdie at all at the end of that? Nothing.
I don't think so.
what was the audience's reaction?
I feel like everyone was just like baffled, like what the hell was that?
Yeah,
That
but,
was really
like,
just the end.
yeah, that's what I thought I was getting punked for a second.
Yeah. I don't remember. Maybe if Kenny comes, he can remember like more of what he said. I don't know. I was just starstruck. Emma Stone was there too, and her husband, and it was crazy.
How did
Yeah.
you go to that?
I saw something on Twitter and it was like sign up like to RSVP, and I like clicked it as fast as possible and just went to the theater and
Wow.
they showed it there. Yeah, it was so fun.
Big sis out there in Hollywood making a name for herself.
Someone's gotta go to these things, and it's me.
Making a name for herself.
Yeah.
Did you guys get an early viewing then? Or was it the
Mhm.
night that it came out?
No, I think it was like 2 days before or something.
Jeez. That's the perks of living in Hollywood, I guess.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Was that different from when you saw him at a restaurant?
Have you seen him at a
Did
restaurant?
I see him at a restaurant?
You saw him somewhere, and like I asked you if you went and said hi or something, and you didn't.
I don't think I have seen him at a restaurant.
Oh, maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it was just sad. I don't know.
You're getting
Maybe it was
confused.
maybe it was someone else.
You're getting confused with Josh Peck.
Josh.
No, I feel like it was someone you said.
I don't know. I don't think I have. If I wouldn't go up to him though. I don't think he would like that.
No, yeah. I don't even know what type of conversation you could have with Nathan Fielder. But yeah.
What about you, Vu? What do you think? What's your fave?
Yeah, I would agree with Holton that The Curse is probably my least favorite project, just because I don't think that's his strength is scripted shows. I still think Nathan For You is an all-time classic, and that'll always be my favorite. Especially there's like 4 seasons of it. So,
Mm-hmm.
But right now I think it goes Nathan For You, this season of The Rehearsal, season 1 of The Rehearsal, and then The Curse.
Yeah, I think that's my order. I think
Mm-hmm.
season 1 in the middle of it just kind of started to drag a little bit with like Angela, because like I thought the finale was really good, where like the kid thinks that he's his dad.
That's just sad.
And then but then he rehearses being the mom. What is going on here? Like, why are we?
Yeah.
Like, the middle of it just felt like it was kind of dragging along.
What would you say, Sid? Do you have a different ranking tier list?
No, I agree. I feel like Nathan For You, yeah, is just a classic. You can watch that over and over and over again. And it's always funny. And there's so many episodes that I feel like I forget.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a top 3 Nathan For You episodes, like top 3 schemes? Because there's so many to choose from, I feel like.
There really is. I feel like the gas station rebate has to be one of them. That's also just fresh in our mind because we just watched it. But like the pee thing is so funny. And that's just like the smallest part of the show. Like it has nothing to do with the actual plot of that episode, but it's so funny. What else? I like
the ghost realtor.
Yeah.
They're all so good. Why is the petting zoo one in my head too?
Because it was that on the last? Oh, there he is, the man himself, late to the pod.
SMH.
Sorry.
But yeah, I would say those two. Those two were really good episodes. I also like the dumb Starbucks episode. I feel like that was like one of the first ones that I've watched, and that really just made me think, what is this? How is this real? How is this show real?
That one's up there for sure. I need to like look at an episode.
The hot dog one where you take on the boat. And
the crazy thing is, like, normally he goes to like small businesses. Like Pink's is a developed business. Like it's one of the biggest, well-known fast food spots in Hollywood, I feel like. Mm-hmm. The fact that he got permission to shoot there is kind of crazy.
It is. Yeah. I love all the memes that are coming out like now after so long.
Yeah, because people are finally realizing and watching and getting caught up to date with who this guy is and what he's capable of.
About time.
I feel like him going on HBO helped a lot. And Nathan, for you being on Max,
Yeah.
basically the top streaming platform right now.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely carved out a name for himself. He's on Paramount. He's on Showtime. He's on HBO. Like, this man is hot. He's hot
everywhere.
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
solid list. Yeah. Anything else that we want to discuss about Nathan or the rehearsal or any of his past projects?
I don't think so.
Have you guys seen? I just saw it come up on TikTok where he was interviewing people at like a Republican conference with the nuts.
We saw that.
I have not.
We'll have to send it to you.
There's a bag of nuts. He's like, "Is this a mirror? Because you're nuts." It's so funny.
And what was like the first one?
Do you come in a can?
Yeah, do you come in a can? And then they'd look at him, what? Because you're nuts.
What? Is this real?
I'm crying. No, it's so old. He looks really, really young.
Oh.
He was working for some Canadian, must have been
Comedy show or something.
like
I-
a show type thing.
I am curious as to like what his other content before Nathan, because I know there's content out there of him, and I would love just to see what a young Nathan was capable of before the big budgets.
I feel like I see it on TikTok every once in a while, and it's just super weird and like, I don't know. Very Canadian, I feel like. I don't know how to describe that, but that's what I
Yeah, make sure you guys get your Summit ice gear. It goes to
Yeah.
a good cause.
True. Do you have anything to say about the rehearsal or the curse?
No.
Just a no from Kenny.
Wow. Nothing to add?
Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Oh, now it says you're muted.
Nope.
What a cheat.
Oh.
Wow.
And now she's gone.
Did she completely leave?
I don't. Oh, I'm adding her back to stage.
You hear?
Yep, we can hear
Oh.
you.
Okay, what do you have to say, Kenny?
I was just saying, it was, as a tweet that said, it's so impressive how Nathan can get people to divulge just the most personal shit. Just
Yeah.
like, in like two, he doesn't even dig. He just asks you in the way that people will just tell him anything. Like, you couldn't waterboard that information about Einstein. Insane, you know? And he just told him willy-nilly. She was wet, but she was awake. You know?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I think
you
he
think-
also does a good job of not breaking.
Yeah.
Like, most
Oh.
people, I had a wet dream about Einstein, they would like start laughing or like being like, what the? But he's just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He doesn't change his face. Like you can see in his eyes, he's like, this is gonna be great. Like,
Do you think he's thinking like 5 steps ahead? Like when he's gathering his group for the pack, do you think he's thinking of like potentially we're going to need to use some of these people to make a move on Colin?
I don't know.
Maybe in some sort of way. I feel like he probably has like a general like outline, but maybe the specifics take some turns here and there once things start happening.
Yeah.
Because I guess you don't fully know like how people are going to react or like what they're going to say, like
Yeah.
how it's going to go.
Yep. Yeah, because even what was it, the second to last episode that we watched, how he was like going through all the casting tapes of other people, of all the other pilots, and I'm just thinking like, geez, how many people apply to be on this, and how do I send my resume tape in?
You're not a pilot, so
That part was also just like Kenny was saying, they're just like going off about everything in their life on an audition day. It's like, what the heck?
does he still use Craigslist for his
He did it. Showed it. It showed it
Oh,
in.
oh.
It showed it in the rehearsal already. He was still using Craigslist.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love the matching shirts, guys.
Holton didn't want to match.
Yeah. We also have a viewer right now, one of our biggest fans, Mr. Anti-Idiotic.
The biggest fan and Mr.
Yeah.
Idiotic.
Mr. Anti-Idiotic.
Sorry, we weren't responding to you last week.
But that's on Cav. But we're here now, and we're going to give you the spotlight. If you enjoy Nathan as much as we do, let us know in the comments. Do you think Nathan has a future in other non-comedic roles and more scripted roles in Hollywood?
I didn't. The Curse was so good, but watching him act is so weird. It's so. It seems unnatural for him, and especially when it replayed those clips in the rehearsal, like it felt even more unnatural.
Yeah.
Kenny, Yeah, I agree, Kenny. Like he just when they showed him acting, it was like it just made it even more obvious that he's just not very good at it. I don't think.
Our idea of him acting is Nathan for you.
Yeah.
And the rehearsal and whatever else. So seeing him being serious, it's like it seems wrong. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. He's just like one of the hottest names in Hollywood right now, I feel like. But I don't think we would ever see him in a Marvel movie.
No, Marvel.
I could see him being like Plastic Man in DC. He's like a Joker. He's just
I would love for him to be in a superhero flick and just be really awkward. But
he'd have to be. There was rumors of like a Blue Beetle Booster Gold movie where Seth Rogen and James Franco would have played the main characters.
Oh,
this was way back when.
Yeah,
and that would have been like a perfect. Plastic Man could have been in it, and that could have been Nathan. That would have been so funny.
Yeah, I wish that he wasn't so limited to things like this, but it's just hard because ideas like what he comes up with are just, I feel like they're impossible to come up with. But he somehow finds a way.
He found his niche.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything from when we saw the Curse finale about them like talking about the end?
Wow, I forgot we went to that.
I know. I said I didn't remember. I was just starstruck by seeing them all in person.
Yeah, that ending was just kind of crazy. So I would imagine.
Did you show
the audience like and I was like, everyone was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't remember. Did they say much after? Or anything after? Didn't they just say before, and then when it was done, they didn't say anything after?
No, I think in the beginning they were just like, "I hope you like it. Like, thanks for keeping this in this room for the next 2 days or whatever it was," and blah blah blah.
I feel like Nathan specifically didn't even say much. I know Emma and Benny Safdie did.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily.
That guy Nathan got me to buy Showtime. Like that's the only person that I think that could get me to buy Showtime.
How did we get it? How did we watch it?
I don't know.
We didn't pay for Showtime. Oh no, we have Showtime with Paramount because of Raymond.
Oh well, Holton hasn't finished the Curse, so I'm a big fan.
Wow, that's why sure.
He had plenty of opportunities too, as well.
Yeah, that was like
okay, Boo.
That was like a lot.
Never watch anything anyone suggests for you.
My backlog's just too long right now.
Oh yeah, that's true, Vu. You want to talk? Yes.
Says he needs to watch 5 shows and then decides to start Suits.
I think everyone should start Suits. You don't have to finish it, but it's good in the beginning. The first few seasons are so good, so it's good to start it.
Yeah.
What is Suits even about?
I guess that takes us into our next segment of what we're watching right now.
Holton, Suits is about this guy who, the main character, he's a genius in his head. He has photographic memory, or he just knows everything. He dropped out of college because he got in trouble with faking, either doing other people's tests or somehow faking test scores because he's so smart.
Yeah, he got caught.
He got kicked out of law school or whatever regular college. But so he never became a real lawyer, but he passed the bar just for fun because he was that smart. And then he runs into Harvey Specter, who's the main macho guy at the law firm. And Harvey Specter does recruit him to the law firm, but he's not a lawyer. So the whole show is basically about them sneaking around and trying to have him be a lawyer without being a real lawyer.
Yeah.
But there's only so far you can get without being a real lawyer, and he doesn't like that, so he leaves the show eventually.
Oh, well, spoilers! Kenny, I'm only
I
on
didn't even watch that part. I just know that.
Kenny, I'm on season 2.
I said don't. I said you can start, but you don't have to finish it. Wait, I'm actually not even 1,000% sure that.
Well,
That's
what I've been watching in the last 2 weeks or the last week has been Suits. I've been binging. So what else have you guys been watching? We'll start with Sid. I guess Sid and Kenny, are you guys watching the same things?
Yeah, somewhat. What are we watching?
Well, the things that we're watching together are you.
I want to watch that really badly. That's probably number 1 on my to watch list right now.
You and the rehearsal and the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be it for the thing.
How's you been? Is it a good way to end? Has
We've
it been a good way to end?
3 episodes, I think.
I think 4 maybe. Yeah.
But so far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Is it similar to the first 3 seasons?
Yes and no.
Yeah. I forgot what you said earlier today. Sorry if it was we were whole thing about how season 4 was like the murder mystery, trying to figure out. I forgot that would happen. And that was a nice little twist. It was like a little shake.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is not what's happening now.
No.
Does it still have that box?
But I feel like you can kind of tell that they're trying to like round it out.
Yeah.
Like they know it's the last
can't be the same every season.
No, definitely not. Like he's digging himself into a corner, like more and more the more stuff he does.
Are you guys still rooting for Joe? That's his name, right? Joe.
Yeah.
Are you guys still rooting for him?
I mean, he's like evil.
Yeah.
Well, like, haven't you guys been rooting for him? Like all these other. Am I the only one?
It's complicated. How are you supposed to? You want to root for the main character.
Yeah, and like you want to like him. Like that's how it is written.
I feel like rooting isn't the right word. It's just like
I just want him to
like
figure it out.
I think in the earlier seasons, they try to get you to look past his faults.
Yeah.
And in the later seasons, you're like, okay, enough is enough. Like there's like 40 billion red flags here now.
Yeah.
I thought in season 4 when you were trying to figure out who frames them, and it was just really him killing all those people the whole time, and I'm like, okay, I don't know.
He is likable though. I guess that's the thing.
He is a charmer.
Yeah, he is.
But I know you guys went to see Sinners over the weekend. How was it?
Oh my god, so good.
Very good.
So good.
Lives up to the hype.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sad that I wish we watched it sooner, because then we saw this tweet that was like, we finally watched Sinners. Can we redo the Sinners discourse again?
I haven't seen it yet though. So
it's so good, Boo. It's so good. And Kevin saw it, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it last episode.
I heard there's a scene with Haley Steinfeld that
there's multiple.
Yeah.
But because of that scene, Josh Allen might be getting trolled in the locker room.
Oh, maybe. It was good. It's like evil Twilight.
Was it like super scary? Like
no.
Oh.
No. It's a thriller. It's not horror. It's thriller. Yeah.
Okay, that's high on my. That's probably number 1 on my movie to watch list right now.
Otherwise, separately, as you know, I finished Andor yesterday. I watched all 3, and then I watched the first half hour of Rogue One right after. You seriously have to watch it. It's so good. That needs to be pumped, like moved way up on your list.
Wow, that's
the fact that it's on the top 10 IMDb list in between Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones is. It's not insane, because that episode 9 is 8, 9. One of them is so freaking good.
Do I need to rewatch season 1 to get?
No, but on Disney Plus there's a 15-minute season 1 recap. It's not. It's like a separate listing than Andor. So I didn't know that, and I watched a YouTube recap of some guy telling me what happened. I didn't like it. I wish I knew that Disney Plus, because I started season 2 and I thought there'd be a recap before the episode.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's 15 minutes long, it had to be somewhere else.
Yeah, I recently rewatched Rogue One. I think that was actually, now it's probably been like 2 or 3 years, but I have watched it within the last decade. What about you, Tuan? Drew.
Yesterday I started Your Friends and Neighbors, the Apple
Oh.
TV show with John Hamm.
Okay.
What do you
Wow.
think?
4 episodes now. Pretty good. I mean, it's nothing like insane so far. Like I
Yeah.
was looking on IMDb, and most of the episodes are rated like between 7.5 and 8.0. So
Okay.
good show, but nothing like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Fun show, I think. And then Elise and I've been rewatching Chernobyl.
Oh,
We have 1 episode left, so
that's a fun one.
yeah.
Holty, on the John Hamm show, how's the supporting cast on that? Because like I want to watch it just for John Hamm, but I'm curious.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, other than like Olivia Munn's probably the only one
Oh, that's right. You said she was in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
that you would know. Other than that, it's kind of a lot of no-name people.
Which is okay.
Are they good though?
Yeah, sort of. I don't know. Like, he hasn't, like, there's maybe 3 or 4 other characters that they kind of like show, and then there's a bunch of like kind of side neighbors or whatever that, but I don't know, they don't really carry it. Like, there isn't any one so far that I'm like, I really like this one that could be like kind of like how in maybe like Shrinking, how like the side characters kind of carry it a little more. But John Hamm definitely is the leader of the show and carries it.
I'm surprised that John Hamm doesn't star in more things. Like it's,
Yeah,
I feel like so many things
lately?
he's in, he's just like a side character. Like aside from Mad Men,
Yeah.
what else has he like actually been the main character in? I feel like he's so good. He should absolutely
Fargo?
be. Was he a main guy, Fargo? Which season?
I don't know.
It's there's
Season 5.
part of the show where when he like grabs something that's like when he's stealing it, and then you know how I think he's like the voice of like the Lexus commercials, I think.
Is he?
And like goes into like the commercial like voice and describes the product and like when it was built or like when it was made, like how much it is, like all the different features, and it's just an interesting feature of the show that I think is like kind of weird.
Nice. Yeah. I feel like Apple TV's kind of been crushing it.
Yeah.
Like everything that they touch has been just a hit. Like they don't really have many misses.
How far are you on the studio? I think the last one I watched was the week that we went to Colorado. So I'm like,
you're like 4 episodes behind.
I think we're slightly behind.
We're 1 or 2 episodes behind.
Yeah.
The last one we watched was the Golden Globes episode.
I think actually I watched the one before that one.
Okay, then you're. Oh, that was just. But we're behind 2. So if we're like 1,
I'm
behind
2.
2 or 3.
Yeah. It's been very good. I've enjoyed it.
So good. So
like
good.
I just think it's another show that I think is different than what I've like. I don't know. It's just different than what's going on today.
That show lately, when I've been watching it, we've been watching it. I wish I'm always high when I watch these shows, and I kind of wish I wasn't, because then I'm not appreciating the cinematography of it. Like I'm not acknowledging that it's all the one shots, you know. And
it also seems like it's just like constant chaos. Like he's always fucking up and always like, I don't know. It seems like something crazy is always happening in that show.
Is that a must-watch too? The studio?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not much like it. Like it's so just even the way it's shot, like the plot of it, the story of it's one thing.
Yeah.
The movie, there's no media out there about media executives, and then just the cinematography alone. I don't care about the story. The cinematography is so good. It's so unique.
And it would be a quick binge because they're 30-minute episodes.
Nice. Anything else you guys are watching, or is that wrapping it up?
Sid's about to start a new show.
Oh, Summer House. Is that the one with Jax?
Jax.
No,
Who's Jax?
is that Vanderpump Rules?
Yeah, but I thought he was on Summer House as well.
Is he on Winter House? That's a crossover.
Winter House is bad. I'm watching Summer House. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2 is about to come out.
Is that a good one? Is there a good drama?
Sure. I just like Mormon content, so I watch. And Overcompensating is coming out on Prime with Benito Skinner and Mary Beth Barone. If
What's
you're
that?
familiar,
What's that?
they're like acting as college students. And you've probably do you know Benny Drama from like TikTok? And he's like a comedian. You probably know some of his videos, but you should check out the trailer. It looks really good. Charlie XCX is in it and like has some music in it.
Oh, really? Oh, that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's it called?
Overcompensating.
All right, I'll have to look into it.
Scripted show?
Huh?
It's a scripted show.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare for Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Gee,
Yeah, I'm going crazy. I'm crazy.
nice.
That's all I got.
She joined Filmaholics and now she wants to watch all the scripted shows. Constantly.
Nice. We
Look
love
out.
it. Nice. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on and shooting an episode about our favorite man, the Nathan Fielder.
Happy
Look at
belated
all-
birthday, King.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, happy belated
One day
birthday,
late.
Nathan.
How old is he then?
I think 43 or
43
2.
years young.
Let's look quick.
Do you think Nathan's gonna comment on this video?
42.
42. No.
2 days late.
I think if we send him a link to it, I don't think, I think he'll open it.
Yeah.
He seems like a kind of guy to open things.
Nathan, we have a podcast and
Yeah.
we did an episode all about you.
He'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks,
it was
guys.
late.
And thank you for all our viewers. We have up to 2 viewers right now.
No
So-
way. That's
Yeah.
double what we had last episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we appreciate all the viewers. Keep on fapping and make sure to tune in to the rehearsal because I feel like the season finale is about to be insane when he goes to Washington, D.C.
Wait, is
So-
there 2 the finale?
I think there's 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. not to scare. This was the 3-quarter season review.
Yeah, not mid-season, 3/4.
Yeah. So, but thanks, guys. Everybody, keep on fapping. Peace. Did I end it?
Oh, Holty left before we went
Oh.
live. You're still live, Boo.
Wait, am I
End
still
it.
live?
Yeah, you're still live.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
am I still live?
Mr. Anti-Idiot.